NASCAR is live in Long Pond, Pennsylvania. It's part 2 of our NASCAR triple header at Pocono Raceway. We'll go green in a matter of moments. First, we're going trackside to get the command.
On behalf of JP Mascaro & Sons and all its dedicated employees, drivers, start your engines!
You saw the race analysis. It's 225 miles, 90 laps. Let's get it done at Pocono.
Teammates lined up on the outside. Oh, you see the 21 of Mike Snyder get loose here on the bottom. I think that outside's going to be the preferred lane, and if you watch when they come off of turn 1, you're going to see all the guys in the
trouble big time. The 19 of Brandon Jones hadn't even told the story that hours ago, just over an hour ago, he got his first career win in Gander Trucks at Pocono, and now this. What a rough start. Second year in a row they've had an early exit.
His luck at this track has been absolutely terrible, and we'll have to see what happened here for him. But, man, that joy of that win is instantly wiped away right here.
It looks like Austin Cindric's behind him, but it's hard to tell if he got into him right there, Regan.
Maybe a little contact, if anything. You know, Brandon may have had to check up just a little bit as they got 3 wide right there. Austin might not have been prepared for that, and you see the car just come right around.
Competition caution comes at lap 10. Stage end of stage number 1 is at lap 20, so very short stints already in this race. Restart Gregson goes in the outside lane. He's the control car.
And it looks like he got a good push from Chase Briscoe right behind him. He's going to beat them down into to turn 1.
Didn't have his teammate behind him this time on the restart, Regan. It was Allgaier to his left.
Yeah, and a good run from him because it wasn't the teammate. Didn't know what kind of help he was going to have as we see a more aggressive bump drafting.
Oh, trouble again. This is Josh Williams in the 92. Second caution, lap number 5. Incredible.
They're still wrecking.
Yeah. Hate it for these guys. Musselman's Applesauce sponsoring Josh Williams, longtime sponsor of his, and Joe Graff Jr. in the 08. This is a home race for him. Grew up in New Jersey. Bucked Up Energy, a new sponsor for him. Want to pass those sponsors along because they mean so much to these smaller race teams.
You know, we had this Truck Series race a little while ago here at Pocono prior to this one, and most of these drivers watched that race and saw the cautions at the beginning and thought maybe we'd see something a little calmer right now, and that is not what we're seeing at the moment.
Well, it looks like he just got loose, Regan. Like, I don't think there was any contact there. It looks like Josh just got a little bit free right there.
The car behind him, the blue and white car, it appeared to be Daniel Hemrick in the 8. And we'll take a look at another angle here. What do you see, Regan?
I don't know what's going on. I just tagged the fence right there. I'm all out of short. Yeah, okay.
And there's trouble. Third caution of the afternoon, and another one of our key players. It's Harrison Burton.
In the same spot on the racetrack off of turn 1 as you get to the exit. A tough hit for Harrison.
It's crazy what we're seeing there. Like, these guys just lose it, and we just don't typically see that. You know, you see guys get loose and maybe drift a little bit, but that's the second car we've seen just snap out from underneath them, and they're good cars.
Well, and I think it's worth pointing out also the downforce on these cars is significantly less, and obviously it's affecting them. Just inside another car, it just came right around on them.
That's a big hit.
I go back to what you said and all the safety enhancements and adding the safer barrier on the inside, and twice today we have seen how important that is. And you think about the start for Harrison, 10 consecutive top 10 finishes, those 2 wins, and now back-to-back weeks where he's crashed out early. Last week at Talladega, and today stage 1 at Pocono.
And that's just racing, right? Like, racing comes in waves. You have these waves where everything goes your way, and then the last 2 weeks it just hasn't went his way. So they're going to hope they can turn that around next weekend.
And you know what? I mean, you're going to win this stage here. It certainly would appear, unless something crazy happens in the final couple of turns. As we up, and there we go. 90. is in trouble, and that's not good for Alex LeBay, who brings out the 4th caution of the afternoon, and it's going to be very difficult for them to pull the upset when it comes to the dash for cash with damage on that Chevrolet Camaro.
And you could see it just barely at the top of the screen there. It was the exact same spot. They exited turn 2 where all these guys are having trouble today. I thought he was going to keep it out of the wall there, and that's disappointing for Alex.
Yeah, he was running 11th, which is a great run for those guys, but man, with that splitter damage and knowing how important that is, a long day for them now.
Finish stage 1 under caution. Austin Cindric wins it. Chastain, Allgaier, Snyder, and Annette the top 5. Briscoe, Gregson, Herbst, Haley, and Hemrick scoring points in that opening stage. Where will Cindric restart? We'll find out when we come back on FS1.
Yeah, and Myatt's only got a couple of races, I think, left in the 21 car. He'll be in the 93 car for the other races this season.
And he's done a good job when he's driving that 93 for Sieg.
Yeah, balancing it out. Absolutely.
But because he's trying to get top 12 in points and make the playoffs, he's got to take advantage when he's driving his better equipment at 21. Really good racing here.
They're having a
final lap of the stage. Allgaier going to win the stage. He won a stage here a year ago. Junior Motorsports, so good at stage racing. Noah Gragson, Justin Allgaier winning tons of stages. This is the 5th stage win of the year for Allgaier. And behind him, Cindric, so he's got a good day going. Gregson, Hemrick, Herbst, the top 5. Snyder, Annette, Sieg, Moffitt, and Clements scoring points. 2 stages in the books at Pocono. Allgaier for the lead in turn 3. Gets it from Chastain. Cindric there as well, trying to get second.
One of the most frustrating.
Trouble. Riley Herbst spinning. Right at the start-finish line. 6th caution of the day. Looks like he kept it. Maybe a little damage left front, but pretty clean there.
Say he had some help, Regan.
That's a spot of the racetrack you would think there's a good chance of that.
Yeah, I'm going to say that was help.
How do you do?
Yeah.
Interesting spot to get help at Pocono.
So I think there is a possibility.
Okay. I thought they were going to be pretty tight to be able to make it here on fuel, and there's trouble. Gregson around into Allgaier. What a hit for Hemrick and Cindric as well.
You just keep seeing it time and time again off of turn 2. These guys are struggling with it today. This one here, a number of the guys that we thought were going to win this race. Yeah.
Well, and that takes me right to the point we just made. Who's good on fuel, who's not? These caution laps going to be huge for those teams out front. Right, exactly.
He's saving as much as he can right now.
That's Myatt Snyder on the outside of the 9 there.
Let's see another replay of that from another angle.
What a move by the one of Michael Annette to get through all that. He was right in the middle of where it all was happening.
You could see that Myatt Snyder was on Noah Gragson, but what you couldn't tell was the 22 pushing Myatt Snyder. Because it looked like they made contact and then they were good and then they hooked again.
There was 2 contacts that happened off the corner. The first one, I believe Noah looked or felt like he was going to be clear coming off the corner there. And when he wiggled just a little bit, they had the contact. And then it looked like the 21 perhaps got frustrated that they had the contact and maybe just finished the deal off here. You'll see that was the initial one where he thought he was clear, he wasn't. And then here's the next move, and
he's at home. He has no reason to lie to us. Zippy maybe. No. There's trouble. It's Briscoe, the race leader with 22 to go.
Get her rolling when you can, bud. Try not to hit nothing.
An unbelievable turn of events. 8th caution of the day.
Oh, yeah, you clearly can see it down right there. It's so hard to hold a car straight when that left rear tire blows out.
What a save, though, huh?
Yeah, actually, I don't think he got into it, guys. No.
I mean, to have the feel, to get it down out of the racing groove and to hang on to it, he massaged that really well. What's the strategy on this restart for the leader, Matt?
Briscoe said to tell Sieg, stay back and then blast me on this restart. We've seen it all here at Pocono.
I've never heard that one, but I like it.
But maybe not hard enough to spin him, but at least get him going a little bit better.
Yeah. Be careful what you wish for right here.
I got to tell you guys, I like the play of obviously being on the outside there. I know Justin Allgaier will be able to give Ross Chastain a good push, even with that fender damage, because he's not going to have the air on the nose of the car yet. But I want that angle through turn 1, as we've seen all day long for Chase Briscoe. And naturally, I think that Ross Chastain's going to have to be perfect right here to even have an opportunity to make a move work.
Well, and typically, if Justin Allgaier was behind me, I don't think he would push me. We see how aggressive he is on restarts. You know he'd make it 3 wide. I don't know what that damage that he has on the right front, that he might be willing to push here, but I would not count on him because he's normally pretty aggressive on restarts.
You saw the graphic, overtime, a 2-lap shootout. Once the leader comes around and takes the white flag, the next flag ends the race, whether we get a caution or the leader is able to make it back to the checkered flag. It's overtime, sponsored by Credit One Bank. Front row, Chase Briscoe and Ross Chastain. Here we go one more time.
Got on him a little bit, Regan. Oh, yeah, Justin's going to make a big push right there.
Ross nails it in there.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to let it go up as far as he can, as quick as he can, and he cleared him.
Great restart there, Ross.
Awesome job from the inside lane for Ross Chastain. Now, can he hang on? And 6 times this year, we have had a pass for the win in the final 2 laps.
Oh, a little bit of contact, not bad.
Side by side, heading to turn 3.
I would be prepared right now if I was Chase Briscoe, because I think that if Ross can get back to his bumper, he'll repay that favor.
And it looked like Chase definitely drove the car in there further than he has been all day long because of that.
Man, Chase got through turn 3 so good right there.
White flag, 2.5 miles to victory for Chase Briscoe. Yeah, he won the ARCA race here in 2016. He said after he won that race is when conversations got underway about his future with Ford. When he won that race, it was his 4th in a row in the series. He went on to claim the series championship.
Now just wanted no more problems. We know he had that left rear issue a little bit earlier on. He is holding on right now thinking, please not again.
He said, if I'm going to continue my career, I need to win 8 to 10 times in 2020. This is the 12th race of the year. And here comes Chase Briscoe. Off of turn 3. He is clean. He can see the checkered flag. 4th win of 2020. Chase Briscoe gets it at Pocono.
Oh, yeah, big boy. Nice job.
Well, you want to make the move early, right? You want the lead at the white flag, because we talked about it last week at Talladega. The way this race was today, you don't want to wait till the final lap and then the caution comes out. And he wins with Greg Zipadelli on the pit box again. 2nd win for Zippy. I don't know if he's ready for Cup, but Chase Briscoe knows how to win on Sunday. He did it in Miami, and he's done it again today.
That's so cool. I love it when he gets out every week and does that.
He's a good man.
Yeah.
3rd generation driver. 6th win of his career. And as we go to his home track at Indianapolis next Saturday, he does have a road course win in his pocket. First career win came a couple of years ago on the Roval at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Four wins in 12 races. That's a pretty good average, Matt.
Absolutely. And somewhere Danny Sullivan is smiling at that spin and win 2020 style. Speeding on pit road, the spin, coming back, getting the pass back. You saw it all today.
And we were, really not that good at the beginning, and we kind of struggled and didn't have the speed I really anticipated us to have here. And then, Zippy and the guys just kept working on it, kept getting it better and better. And, we had the lead there after I sped on pit road, and I was a little worried, but, fortunately, a lot of the good cars got tore up. So, made it a little bit easier to get back through the field. And me and Ross, is pretty fun. You know, he's always one of the hardest guys to race against and pass. And just really cool to get highpoint.com here in Victory Lane. This is their home track. I was at the Mindebrews family's house last night, so it's pretty cool for them to win at their home track. I know it means a lot. And cool to get all of our partners in Victory Lane, Ford Florence Racing School, Fields, Dale Production Alliance Group, Go Bowling, Hovey Bicycles got a lot of really cool partners, and we're halfway to 8, so hopefully we can keep going.
Was there concern when Ross got by you in the overtime restart?
Yeah, a ton of concern. You know, Ross, I felt like, you know, if I picked the bottom, I could have maybe slid him, but I was really tight, and I was worried if I went to the bottom, I'd get too tight on exit. And, you know, when I was catching Ross, I knew his trouble end was the tunnel turn. He was just so loose, so I just tried to use that to my advantage. I knew that was my one spot where I could probably make a pass, and it was fun. You know, we raced clean the whole time, and it's always fun when you can do that.
Preseason goal, 8 wins for 2020. Halfway home, Adam.
July 12th on FS1, the NASCAR season heats up.
Crashed into the wall. Wow, that was wild.
As the Cup Series continues, live from Kentucky Speedway. The Quicker State 400, July 12th on FS1.
For more great NASCAR on Fox content, subscribe to our channel. It's somewhere right around here.